G'day guys, welcome back to Mango Invest. We're going to do a weekly wrap up of the portfolio since the previous week, but we started with $265,000. As you can see there, we're now up to 276, which is an increase in $11,000. For the last trading day, we're up by $300, and total profit since investing in 2019 is $34,539, which is a total of 14.29%. Current cash position is sitting just under $500. In the past, I don't usually hold cash because every single deposit and every single dividend that I earn, I wanted to invest straight into dividend paying companies to increase the monthly income. But given the uncertainty within the market at the moment, I'm going to start to hold a little bit more cash just so I can seize an opportunity where I can. And I also think it's still a little bit healthy to hold a little bit of cash within your portfolio. But we're going to move into the companies that contributed to this $11,000 over the last week. The first one's Apple. So if we look with their weekly summary here, they're up by 8.41%, which brings my total amount of profit within Apple to $3,514, which is 19.56%. But then the total equity is now $21,481 within the company. We'll move on to Microsoft. And then within the week, they're up by 5.3%, which makes my total profit $8,849, which is 43.1%. And total equity is just under $30,000. But just take into consideration, I've been investing with these guys since 2019. So I've been with them through the ups and downs, and I've just kind of averaged down with the holding over like a 4-year period. All right, moving on to Tesla, which is the biggest contributor this week as to why we're up so much. But as you can see, just within the day, with the last trading day, they're up by 11%, which equates to just under $700 for the portfolio. But within the week, they're up by a whopping 36.59%, which is just incredible. This was obviously in regards to their earnings report that they've just released. It was a lot better than what the analysts were thinking. I've been investing in Tesla since 2019. They're a fairly volatile company. So if you look at the 3-year period, you can see, they're very volatile. But I've been investing, since the early days, and I've got a really low average price of $58. So regardless of the fluctuation, I feel like I'm still going to be in the green, regardless of what the stock price is showing. But my prediction for Tesla within the next couple of years is only positive. If you just read into a bit of their news, they're working on their Nevada Gigafactory, which is like one of the biggest within the world. And then when you think about China reopening their country there, the Gigafactory is only going to start production and increasing sales that way. So I only see good things for Tesla in the future, but we'll see. Drop a comment down below and give me your thoughts on that one. All right, so we'll move on to the transactions for the week. The first one that I wanted to show you guys is an awesome subscriber signed up with Stake and funded his account. He used my referral code, ChrisM965, which I'll leave that in the description below. So if you do want to sign up with Stake, you'll get a free stock and then I'll get a free stock. It's free money. Why wouldn't you do it? But yeah, so that was really cool. And then the biggest sell that I did for this week was Store Capital, which is a real estate investment trust. The reason I sold these guys was, well, for starters, I'm already over diversified in the portfolio in the first place. I have over 20 companies and four other REITs. And also looking into the finances of the company, they're not as stable. So the revenue is inconsistent, the EBITDA is all over the place, the cash flow is volatile. So I thought I could sell these guys for a small profit, use that money to bolster some other more stable, higher paying dividend companies. And then I bought Jeppy, which is a really good buy because they're paying like over 11% and their revenues are a little bit more consistent. But with that sale that I made with Jeppy, it's actually increased my annual income. So as you can see here with the dividend tracker, just by selling Store Capital and then bolstering Jeppy, moving all the way to the right-hand side now, that annual income just from Jeppy is sitting at $2,241, which if you break that down monthly, that's sitting at $186 per month. So overall, my yield on cost now has increased from 4.8% to 4.96. That's just sitting under a 5% dividend yield for the portfolio, which is pretty good. And then my annual income is now increased. I think it was sitting at 11,800 before. It's now increased to 11,990. So we're just sitting under $12,000 for the year. All right, so apart from that, guys, there were no dividends reported for this week. I've got another 2 separate dividends coming in within the next 3 days. But in a few days, I'm going to make all the dividends that I earn in January. So stay tuned for that video. If you want to see that content, make sure you subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel. But until next time, catch us later.